If I speak, they are condemned. If I stay silent, I am damned.
We die every day, Kit said. It's called being human. Who am I? At least once in life, most of us have asked this question. Who am I? A silent echo rippling through our inner world, or a scream we hurl into the vast void of the universe. Yes, this is not an easy question, nor is it one that everyone can readily answer. It's a question that even the famous philosophers and thinkers of centuries past couldn't fully answer. The effort to define and understand oneself. How complex and abstract is it? I am a spirited youth, a stooped elder, a fresh mother, a troubled father, an American, a Japanese, a teacher, a doctor. Indeed, everyone's answer to this question is different. And of course, there is no single answer to this question. These answers are a part of our identity. But aside from these responses, there is a universal truth beyond them, and that is, we are human. No one denies this truth. But being human brings along a slew of questions. What does it mean to be human? How does one become human? Let's discuss this abstract, complex, and multidimensional matter. Human. Perhaps there is no other concept whose definition is as complicated as the human itself. A human is a whole with their emotions, thoughts, complexities, beauty, and flaws. A unique being, a free thinker, an independent storyteller. But is it possible to make a general definition that encompasses all humans? Being human is a labyrinth shaped by countless variables and different perspectives. And within this labyrinth, each person has their own unique and original path. Paths interconnected, yet distinct and unique. First and foremost, what makes us us and distinguishes us from others is our mind and thinking capacity. Mind separates us from other living beings, but it's such a power that sometimes it separates us from each other too. Because a knowing and thinking person cannot be the same as one who does not know and think. In other words, our mind and thinking ability make us unique. These abilities are an effort to seek and find meaning both within ourselves and in the outside world. We can be fully human without being in control of our world. No matter which mold you put a human into, one of the unchanging truths about humans is their social nature. Humans always feel the need to communicate with others, develop relationships, and connect with one another. We all, as if creating a network, develop relationships, communicate, and bond with each other. As social psychologist Brené Brown states, humans are inherently social creatures and need connection. As a human, using our mind to ponder what it means to be human, asking, who am I? Delving into questions like, where did I come from, what am I doing, and where am I going? Attempting to find the right answers within these inquiries, exploring and understanding ourselves is perhaps our most important task. This situation reminds us of Albert Einstein's words, knowledge is important, but imagination is more important. Yes, we are knowledgeable and we are learning more than ever before. Especially today, accessing information is very easy. But do we ever think? Do we search for the hidden pearls in the deepest corners of our mind? Do we ever challenge our imagination? As humans, we must discover ourselves. This process of discovery is one of the most crucial aspects of being human. It's a journey, a long adventure that begins the day we open our eyes to this world. The journey of knowing ourselves, understanding ourselves, and expressing ourselves, that is being human. Another characteristic inherent in human nature is the unique urge to improve oneself and contribute to one's own development. This urge is at the top of American psychologist Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs and is called self-actualization. We are in a constant state of development with our experiences, relationships, and the choices we make. At the end of this development, we can be a good person or a bad person. But whatever the outcome, this process determines who we are and who we can be. This journey of self-discovery can often be rocky and challenging, but also an opportunity for transformation, a path to our personal growth and liberation. Being human is to strive for a purpose, to build a family, chase a career, create a work of art, or touch the lives of others. Whatever it is, each of us searches for meaning and purpose in our lives. We must search. Otherwise, this world would be very dark. This desire for enlightenment amidst darkness is innate in humans. At its core, the question of who we are is perhaps more about who we want to be. The true power of being human lies in our potential and capacity, because we are not just physical bodies. Perhaps a significant part of our lives is formed by our emotions and feelings. We are constantly in a state of emotional change. Now happy, we can suddenly become angry. Because we are human, the body's capabilities are limited. Even the mind has its limits. Being human is an endless potential. If a person knew what they could do, the limits they could reach, they would not believe it. Being human is a lifelong learning and development process. As the famous author Philip Pullman says, each of us is a storyteller, and our lives are the scripts of our own stories. The challenges we face in life, the choices we make, and our experiences shape our story, who we are. This process determines who we are as unique individuals, who we want to be, and who we can be. Being human means seeking our own truths while discovering the ultimate truths, determining our ethical values and moral compass. These values and ethics may vary from society to society, person to person. However, each of us, despite the chaos of the world, must set our course towards the good and the right, and strive to make our surroundings a better place. Being human, in its simplest form, is about loving and being loved. But this love is not just for other humans, but also for nature, animals, the world, the universe, and all elements of life. Because we are intertwined and connected with all these elements. Being human means accepting this connection, respecting these values, and protecting them. So, let's ask again, who am I? To find a definitive answer, we need to think more and look around us more carefully. Each of us is the main character of our own journey, and we are in a quest to find out who we are. Who knows? Maybe this quest is what being human is all about, and when we learn what it means to be human, we will clearly see the truth.